Hey, good afternoon, everyone. How's it going? Happy Tuesday. This is Michelle Ship. I'm the business page owner of WHAM Solutions with Michelle Ship here on Facebook. Thanks so much for joining me this afternoon, actually. I apologize for jumping on a little bit late. The phone was blowing up, really, so I had to get off that and jump on here. So today I want to talk with you guys about duplication in your network marketing company and a new concept that I apply to my business that's been pretty successful. So let's jump right into the content. If you are joining us live or if you're seeing the replay, go ahead and comment below. Say, hey, Michelle, I'm here, and just state where you're viewing from. Would love to give you a shout out. And let's move right into the content right now. So today we're going to discuss leadership and duplication in your network marketing company. Now, I did want to chat a little bit about this with you guys today because I feel that oftentimes many leaders in network marketing companies, they feel that they are struggling and feel frustrated with actually having duplication within their team. Many times you have leaders that feel that they are 100%, the business is 100% on their shoulders. They're completely, depending on their own efforts in order to make some income. And they're wondering why they're not getting duplication from others on the team. They're wondering why nobody's doing in the game. So there's a couple things that I've learned along the way that's definitely helped with recreating yourself, basically duplicating yourself, okay? Now, in network marketing as a professional, in a home business here, our ultimate goal basically is to have a thriving, financially free, freedom business, right? Now, in order to have that, you definitely need to have a good balance of people on your team, a good amount of people who are using your product or service, but also a good amount of leaders as well that are actually within the company following your lead, right? So a good balance there to have a good business where you can basically walk away from at one point in time. That's like ultimate freedom. That's what a lot of us strive for, right? And one of the things that I've learned is that you have to really include your team into what you're doing. What I feel it's really been successful, it's this concept that I call basically learning and working out loud. It's definitely been a good way for my team to really reproduce basically what I'm doing. So you're probably thinking, what does that concept mean? Learning and working out loud. Let's go right into that. So what this means basically is when you're on the journey as an entrepreneur, you cannot be selfish, especially if you're in network marketing. You cannot be selfish with the wisdom and the skills that you have. This industry is all about educating others, not educating only prospects, but also educating ourselves and our team, and not to really hoard all that information to yourself, but share it with the world. Because what you want to do is duplicate yourself, which will help you get more leverage and more income as well, ultimately, right? Now, what happens is what I do is that when you have people that are on your team who are I call them the runners or the joggers that work with you, these are people who are really in the game, and you need to work very closely with those folks because those folks are going to be the ones that's going to help you with having a good amount of income in your business as well. Now, what happens is you need to, all the skills and all the things that you do, it's easy just to do, carry out your business, doing your procedures each and every day and very quickly. But what I've learned is that we have to learn to slow it down, our pace a little bit from time to time, and include others on the journey with us, so that, we slow down a little bit so that ultimately in the long run we can go faster. So what I mean by slowing it down is all those daily procedures that you do with your prospecting, with your marketing, with all the little projects that you're working on, include people on your team. So say for instance, you're going to be having a phone call with a lead, and you're going to be closing that lead, that prospect, and why don't you invite someone on your team to listen in or record yourself so that they can hear exactly how you do that. Or if there's a new marketing method that you've learned about that's been very successful for you, what I do is I try it out, make sure it works and it gets results. And if it does, I'll go ahead and provide a nice webinar, a training to duplicate myself so the team can do the same exact thing. Now, same thing, that's something that you should do as well with your business is whatever you're learning and whatever you're working on that actually works, that's helped you be successful, you need to include people on your team, bring them in on a team team call or do a webinar or something like that, even if it's just a handful of people, those runners and joggers that are working side by side with you, they want to know as well. And so this, what I mean here is you need to connect with your team more. So you may feel that you're not duplicating is maybe just because of you, because you're not really connecting with your team and showing them exactly what you're doing so that they can duplicate the same exact thing and instill into them your confidence in them and say, hey, you know, act like that new person that just got started is going to be the best, the most successful person on the team. You know, treat them as a superstar because they are, you know, ultimately. But sometimes you have to instill your belief and your excitement into that new person as well, okay? And so show them the ropes, show them the do, and then include them so that they can say, wow, you know, so this is how it actually works when you close a prospect. Now I'm going to go ahead and try that. Or this is how it works when you do this marketing method, and these are the results, and these are the amount of leads. I'm going to go ahead and try that same marketing method. That's something that I do, and I always call it, we always hear of Ray Higdon. He says, invest, learn, teach. I always, a student, I feel. I'm always learning new things, growing. And whatever I learn, I turn around. And once I mastered it, I go back and I teach my team. And I have webinars, I have conference calls, I have various things, Facebook groups that I do so that they can see exactly what I'm doing and they can copy and duplicate that. Okay. And let's see. So what you need to do basically is make sure you share it with the team, share it straight away. And if there's a new concept that you're learning, go ahead and tell them. They want to know as well. And what this does, it instills, it empowers your team. It makes them feel more confident. And it makes them feel like, wow, since they did that and I've seen them do it several times, I feel myself that I can do. Because most of the times we just want people to get started and just do it, right? And yes, that would be great if they just do, but sometimes they need a little bit of encouragement and coaching, you know, and they want to actually see it live in action. And when they see that it actually works and that you just closed this prospect, or you did your advertisement here and got this many leads, they'll say, wow, I seen that Michelle did that and she got a good a hit of leads. Why don't I go ahead and duplicate that, and I can do the same thing and just change it around a little bit. So include your folks with you. That will definitely help you with more duplication. And I sometimes, when I learned this concept, you know, of learning and growing, learning out loud with your team, it made me think about corporate America that I used to work, because I remember very, very clearly is that when you wanted to learn some type of new skill within the office, there was like so much like hesitation from coworkers. They didn't, it was like pulling teeth trying to learn exactly how to do this process. They didn't want to know. And I think it was because of job security, right? They didn't want to share exactly how they did that procedure from A to B to C all the way, you know, to F, you know? But that's one of the beautiful things that I do like about this industry and network marketing is that, you know, it's actually better. We get paid very lofty if we share our information. We don't want to like hold everything to us, you know? We want to share exactly what we're doing and basically duplicate ourselves. Okay, so just know that whatever you do, you have a team there that's following and watching every step and every move that you do. So make sure that you be the leader that you should be and not hoard things to yourself. Show it to your team. Present something. I always encourage, you know, once you move up in leadership, you should definitely have some type of training call in place or webinar that you have for the masses, but also meeting with those few A players that are really in the game with you, and so you can connect with them and mentor them more closely, so that they can move up in level as well. So when I heard this concept, I was like, wow, I definitely need to implement this into my business, and I have been. It's been pretty good with you know, working with those people who are playing ball with me, like I say, you know, where I give them homework, I dribble the ball to them, and then they do their thing, they bounce it back. You know, what do you have to do next, Michelle? Okay, so that's the plays that I really like to work with. So hopefully, you know, this message really hit home for you today, because I know this is something that a lot of people feel frustrated with, like their team is not duplicating. You know, why is nobody doing what I'm doing? They're just sitting around, they get started and they don't do it. It's because of that. You have to show them the ropes, not just have them read, but invite them. Let them join you on that next call, on that next conference call. Let them join you while you do some marketing. That's definitely going to help you with duplication. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this concept of learning and working out loud definitely prepares you for duplication. It's definitely going to help you, I would say, leverage your time and work smarter as opposed to harder. And it's definitely going to help you build more leaders on your team so that you don't feel like you're doing all of the work and your team is actually following your steps, and that helps you create more long-term freedom for your business. So hopefully this topic helped you. I do have, if you did gain some value, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, a heart, a like, all of that, and share. Please go ahead, do me a favor, share this message with a teammate or someone on your team if you feel that they would gain some value. I do have a lot of exciting things going on here for our Work at Home Mom Solutions page here. I'm launching some things later this week and some goodies for you guys, so I'm very excited about that. So stay tuned, keep your eyes peeled. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Let's see who's on the live right here. We see Michelle. How's it going, Michelle? And Caroline. How are you, Caroline? And I think there was someone else. I kind of passed them, but can't see it there right now. Let's see. Okay, so I do have my mastermind group that it's an exclusive group that I have for people on my team and also inspiring entrepreneurs, and I do more daily training. I'm going to be jumping on that group in a little bit to talk a little bit more in depth about duplication and how you can rise as a leader and have people within your team rise as a leader. So today was just kind of a brush over right now, but I'm going to jump on that group later on and doing a little bit more in-depth training for them. So if you want to be a part of that exclusive mastermind group that I have there, go ahead and direct message me here on my page. Again, it's WHAM Solutions with Michelle Ship. I'll be more than happy to have you a part of that community. It's been pretty exciting. We have webinars and different things going on, so I'd love to see you there. Have a great rest of the Tuesday, and we'll speak soon. Bye now.